That was my best Kamala Harris chin touch. What the fuck face? I don't know what we're gonna call that meme wise, but I love it when they have so many pictures of her doing this. It was a lot during the debate where she's like, "What the fuck?" Uh, I don't know if that's what we shall like the chin touch face. She does this sort of thing where she's like, "What are you talking about?" Where she smiles too, and I think that's such an effective way to disarm a bully. Is just that's a body language thing. It's not threatening. It's disarming. It's like, what are you talking about? Whatever you're saying, whatever you're trying to do, it has no power, and it's just goddamn confusing. And this is what we need in this election right now. It's getting so depressing. Like, Trump has PTSD. Is it just me who thinks that? Like, okay, I'm not trying to diagnose anybody. I just know from my own mental health problems and studying mental health problems of others, just, for my own recovery. He was shot in the head. He was almost shot a second time because, all right, the second Trump assassination, here's my impression of the Secret Service agent who they sent to the next golf hole to like scan the area rather than scanning the whole golf course first. Like, and the guy was there for 12 hours. Like, if they had just done a perimeter, they would have found him. But the Secret Service agent's walking forward and sees a gun barrel and is just like, takes out a gun and just starts firing in that direction. And they just catch the guy. And he's still, as far as I know, he's not really talking, but he's probably got a manifesto he's going to come out with that I will not read, because don't do political violence. I don't care who it's against. I don't want Trump dead. I want him in jail. There is a big difference there. I think the only justice for his multitude of crimes is for him to be in jail. And it boggles my mind that he could be so close to the presidency again. And he's just speaking incoherence at this point because his brain is broken. I recognize the science. I have spoken nonsense many times in my life too, but I'm also not a 78-year-old man who lives off of like McDonald's and shit like that. That can't be good for your brain, is not having like adequate nutrition. And I don't think he's golfing anymore, so that was his only exercise. But this guy, it's not like we got rid of Joe Biden. Joe did the right thing. He is cognizant enough and humble enough to know that it wasn't working, and, Kamala could take over and it would be the same kind of values. The Republican Party does not have the same values as Trump, and they don't know how to stop this bulldozer now. So I am extremely disappointed at this point. There is still no second debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. I am seriously trying to encourage Trump to his face. Just give it one more chance, man. You can't go down like this. In the back of your soul that you fucked up. The first debate with Joe Biden, Trump won because Joe had a senior moment and it kind of, soured the mood for the rest of it, even though he eventually just like lashed out and called him a loser, which like Joe Biden called Trump a loser, and it was awesome. But that's not debating. Still, it all kind of fell apart, but, Trump basically won that debate. I'm not saying he's going to win another debate against Kamala, but he's already been up against her once, and he can actually prepare this time and recover some of the shame that has been imposed on him, even by his own base. Because after that debate, I didn't hear anything from these Trump supporters who were so vocal before that. And that's not only, in my comments on here, It's when I wear my Vote for Kamala shirt, which yesterday got a cheer from a car that kind of startled me, but I think I knew what it was for. But I am happy to do my civic duty in creating these videos and getting the word out there. And I hope both of their campaigns are listening. And I think that Kamala should take the time on CNN if Trump doesn't show up and just have like a town hall. And, 60 million people can watch that. And Trump can tweet about it and complain from home without really having to debate, which is what he wants to do. He's afraid of being fact checked too, because like that threw him completely. But if you don't want to be fact checked, say some facts. There are facts that you can use to, or at least, some policy things that Republicans can say, even if they can fact check a number to you, you can try to still defend it instead of just like screaming about people eating cats and dogs. That she threw you the first time. Dude, go back for another one. You may not win this election, but you gotta try one more time. I despise Trump. I don't like you. I think you're a bad person and you should be in jail. But God damn it, give the people what they want. Just one more debate. Okay, now I've got to read something from my personal life. I need to write things down so they seem real. I've been using pencil and paper recently because I don't trust my laptop anymore. Too many people have hacked into it. I still only write what I'd say on the internet anyway. I'm getting out of here soon, hopefully. I spent the past week tearing apart the apartment I've lived in for 5 years, sorting the treasure from the trash. I've been watching a lot of the TV show Hoarders as motivation. I threw away 2 full bags of trash just going through drawers yesterday. I'm not exactly a hoarder. I throw away all the trash, but things can pile up in corners, out of sight, out of mind. It feels so good to fill up a bag and throw it in the fucking dumpster. I have art, writing, some electronics and books, and a red velvet chair, not even enough to fill up a truck, and I'll have to send someone for the rest. I'll be flying to San Diego in a few days, hopefully. For once, I hope this doesn't fall through. I'm prepared for either option. Option A, the optimal option, is everything works out and my entire life changes for the better. Option B, the negative outcome, is everything falls through like it did before. I'm still stuck here, alone, busking for tips on Hollywood Boulevard. Disappointment, depression, self-loathing, that can't happen again. I have to have faith in option A. It's my only hope for now. Option A would mean moving to San Diego and going to Australia to shoot the movie, finally. Getting to do the work I've been striving for all these years. Get the recognition for my talent I feel I rightfully deserve. That's my ego talking, and it's the truth. I'm standing by that. Option A means I can make anything happen. I'll be a light for others to lead the way. I need to make this movie. The entire script needs to be rewritten before we go to Australia. I can't accept anything less than precise perfection. This is my golden ticket. The jet fuel propelling my career to the stars. I've been assured over and over that this is really happening this time. They told me that before, but this time they have a plan. That's why I'm getting ready to move out of this place, move on with my life, and rejoin society in ways I really haven't been in recent years. Option A is the best way to get there. Option B would be a disappointment. I'll keep striving for those stars either way. Maybe Jimmy Kimmel will hire me. He's watched me tread those stars for 5 years. I've got talent that won't be wasted.